What's up, everyone? I've got the 2023 BMW M1000RR sitting here, and I've also got my 2021 M1000RR here next to it, so we can do a true comparison. Now, first and most obvious here are these beautiful carbon fairings. It truly distinguishes itself from the S1000 line, unlike my 2021, which was kind of like an S1000 with wings. Obviously, there was a lot more to it. I'll get to that in a second. But I also have the 2023 S1000 sitting here as well, just for comparison. And you can see the 2023 S1000 looks more like a 2021 M1000, whereas the 2023 M1000, that really sets itself apart. Beautiful carbon fiber works, this beautiful inlet here, which 650 sticks his whole fist in. I can't get my fist in there. I guess I have a bigger fist. I can get my hand in there for sure, though. Unlike this one stock, came with like plastic ridges here, but since I went the Illenberger front, I can fit also my fist through here. But also, there are no flappers in here. Of course, we've done all the BT stuff here. You can see the IET kit. Over here, we've got flappers in here. But this has a whole new inlet that funnels down into this. So I'm be interested to see if the ram air makes a huge difference here. We've also got these new winglets here, which provide about 4 pounds more downforce than the 2021 at about 100 miles per hour, and a total of 50 pounds of downforce at 186 miles per hour, which that is more than that model right there. Now, with the offset of these new larger wings, they also said to have increased the aero overall to give this bike 5 miles per hour more top speed. But I find that hard to believe because these both have a 1746 tooth sprocket settings on both of them, which means actually all three of these have a 1746 sprocket setup, which means GPS, they're all limited to 188 miles per hour. So this may have the capacity for more top speed, but not stock it doesn't. It's going to limit itself to 188 miles per hour, which I find interesting why they claim the 5 mile per hour more top speed. Also, the fairings are a lot larger here. This is to accommodate the footrests, which are brand new. This is beautiful. All these gillies right here, I've never seen these on any other bike except this new M1000RR. Beautiful gilly set right there. Gorgeous, gorgeous set. That's the only bike that comes on that I've seen. My M1000 came with the standard, made by Gillies too, but these BMW HP rear sets, which I love. I love these things. And also the 23 has about the same thing as my 2021 does. Also, the 2023 has that same exhaust that every S1000 comes with, except this is made specifically by Akrapovic. Now, the customer melted a bag on this thing on the freeway, so it looks a little haggard. I'm gonna have to clean that up a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is just like the 2021 M1000RR. I can put them next to each other if you'd like, but this actually is a full titanium system stock, and actually is a lot lighter than the stock system. And I did a comparison video on it earlier, what the stock system versus the titanium system actually weighs. It is kind of different. It's significant, it's noticeable. We still have the same engines between the two. And I've noticed that the head on the 2023 S1000RR resembles the 2021 M1000RR, but it's more like a cast head, whereas you can actually see porting on the 2021. I'm gonna open this thing up shortly here, and I'm gonna take a look in there too, and see if it's still looking like a beautiful machine port, or if it's just a cast. So we'll see what's different there. But other than that, the engine specs are the same, top RPM is the same titanium rotating assembly, they're claiming the same. 2-ring piston setup, which means brake-in is vital for these bikes. Same brakes other than the cooling stuff. Speaking of the brake cooling, this actually lowers the temperature of the brakes on the track by 50 degrees, which is significant. That comes stock. Same wheels, there's carbon, except these have pinstriping on them, whereas my 2021 doesn't have pinstriping on it, just has the carbon, but that is the same as the 2023 S1000RR that has the carbon here. And you can see all those brakes are the same too. And I think that's it for the small differences. If you look at the cabin here, we've got a seat that is taller. It's noticeably taller because I've sat on both these bikes. This bike is taller. Now if I switch the seats, I guarantee they're the same height, but they made the seat taller, and it's in true BMW fashion just as uncomfortable as the M seat on the M1000 and the M Sport seat on the S1000. all really uncomfortable. The tails are completely different. You can see this one. This is the old style tail we've got right here from BMW. Of course, I have a futurist Moto fender delete on it, and this one is the new one, which resembles more the 2023 S1000RR. You can see right there, same thing, except this one is carbon. I like carbon better. I actually like this whole tail a little bit better, just kind of a little more cleaner than the 2021. No offense, 2021. They've kept the asymmetrical color scheme here, which I like the way they did that. Even where it's uneven right there, it comes to a point that's offset, asymmetrical. And the color scheme stays asymmetrical throughout the entire bike. So you see blue and black there, or sorry, blue and red, and then blue and red here. But they change colors, changes colors, and they change it throughout the entire bike to kind of keep that asymmetrical look that BMW was known for in 2010 with their headlights. They've kind of kept it with the color scheme, kind of like a throwback. It's really nice. The dash itself, you can see shrouded by carbon fiber. Still the same startup. No difference in the startup screen here. This is the same as my M1000 2021. Same 16,000 RPM limiter. For comparison, this is my 2021. You can see not shrouded in carbon fiber, very plain, very bland, but probably lighter in weight, but the other one looks better. There is no slide control though. So no slide control like you see over here. This is the slide control module right here on the 2023 S1000, which is pretty cool if you can get to actually trust it. Let me see if I can actually focus on it. There you are. If you actually focus on, not focus, but if you can actually track this thing and trust the slide, that thing does a lot of work. That's per Nate Kern, who's the brand ambassador for BMW. I mean, I'm not gonna trust these bikes enough to start sliding them around, but I'll take his word for it. How about that? And other than that, I've added carbon fiber to this bike, of course. This was plastic. This is all plastic, of course, but this is Illenberger, so it's OEM. Now, over here, this comes with all of this carbon, so much carbon. It really makes that $40,000 price tag or the $10,000 difference between the S1000 and the M1000 truly visible between the two. I even like that in here, they threw the red in here, like it's inside of the ducts, the cooling ducts for the whole thing. Very nice stuff. I mean, this bike is top tier. And we're gonna be racing it, dynoing it, doing a whole bunch of stuff with this bike. So stay tuned to the channel, but I hope you enjoyed the comparison.